Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how's it going? I'm Huang, and this is my channel, For the Agenda. Now, if you're watching this and you know me from Film Posers, you're probably like, what is going on? Why is he on a different YouTube channel? So, here's the thing. For the Agenda has been the secret project that I've been working on for a while now. I have wanted to do a YouTube channel for myself where I could have a platform where I could be rambling about things, chatting about things, and things that I really just enjoy. And this is the perfect time to do it. Why not? And the reason for why I call it For the Agenda is, well, let's be honest. I really call it For the Agenda because I have a lot of agendas and I like to discuss them. So what can you expect? You can expect me talking about movies, music, books, pop culture probably. My goal with this, honestly, is just to have fun, make this a place where I can feel free, make some content just for the hell of it. So that's me. Let's get on with this video. And it actually feels fitting that this is my first episode because, as you can tell by the shirt, the design back here of the Ghostface glass and shot glass and the DVDs, today's episode is about the Scream trailer that dropped this past Tuesday. This is going to be an analysis of what I saw, what I liked, where I think this film is going. So, on Tuesday, the first trailer for the highly anticipated Scream film came out. The posters are out, the images are out, and something you need to know about me. I am a huge Scream fan. I mean, see, right there. Scream fan. Huge Scream fan. This is the first horror movie I really just fell in love with. I watched it at 12, 11 or 12, early teen years. And I fell in love with it. I absolutely love the lore. I've watched it so many times. I've watched that franchise so many times. It's literally my favorite franchise ever. I rewatch them every Halloween. I literally take whatever opportunity I can. If a friend of mine does not know about these films, that is my job, to make them watch it and see what happens. So, the minute this reboot was announced, I lost my mind. I didn't think they were going to do another Scream film because, of course, unfortunately, Wes Craven, the original director, has passed away. And now we're getting this reboot of the film. We have the old characters. It's very Halloween 2018, where you bring characters from the past and you're incorporating them new characters. So this slasher reboot renaissance that's going on right now is great for me because I get Halloween and Scream. This is my most anticipated film of 2022. No one's going to top this for me right now in terms of excitement. This is the film I'm most anticipating, and it comes out January of 2022. So it's going to set the tone for my 2022. No pressure whatsoever on this film. So yeah, we're just going to get into it, and we're going to talk about what I like, what I'm expecting based on the trailer, and quite frankly, what I think is going to happen, because I have some thoughts. I have some theories. Alright, so let's start talking about this trailer. So, first off, I know they had a rough time cutting a trailer together because obviously you don't want to spoil what happens in a Scream movie. There's a lot that could happen, and the directors recently said that the trailer is a misdirect, that whatever you think you know, you don't. And us Scream fans, look, Scream 3 had 3 versions. We've been through this. We know what's going to happen. We know what's going to go down. So we know that whatever we see now is probably not going to make the final cut. They could literally be messing with us and just have shown us a completely different movie, which they've done. They can do. So, smart marketing. I'm going to give them that. And the first scene in this trailer, you have Jenna Ortega, who is, I feel, the biggest name out of the younger cast. And I realized in that moment that there was a rumor going on that Selena Gomez was going to be the first kill. It was going to be like Scream 4, kind of, that she was just going to show up, she was going to get killed, she was going to do the Drew Barrymore scene. I mean, hello. And obviously that's not the case. She's not in the first kill. They shot that down. But a lot of people are saying actually Jenna Ortega is the first kill. And based on what you see in the trailer, it makes sense. And I'm actually not opposed to it because, again, she is the biggest name. She is doing the literal Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was the biggest name in her original cast. So many people went to see it because of her, and then when they get to the theater, they realize she's the first killed, and that's when they realize no one is safe. So I feel by doing that with Jenna Ortega for the new generation, it's a bold move because she's a really great actor. So I know she's gonna act her ass off. But on the one hand, I like the idea because you're paying real tribute to the Drew Barrymore. On the other hand, her character is rumored to have an LGBT plus romance. This will be one of the first ones in the series where we see it in real time. Movie series. If you see the TV series, you know it's not really the first. Just saying. But I really like the idea of her being first out, but also I don't because I really like her as an actress. I really wanted to see her character go on. But again, that could be a misdirect. They could just go, no, she's in the movie a lot. This is actually fake. This is a dream or something. I don't know. She could be the first kill. She might not, but I kind of think she is. They gave her a solid minute in the trailer, so maybe. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this one. I'm either a fan or I'm not really a fan because I want to see more of her character, more of that romance that we might be getting. Next up, there's a scene where Hicks is really upset. They got this shot of her. She's yelling at the like as if she just had a really intense conversation with the killer. Hicks does have a son in this film. If you remember, Hicks is from the fourth film. She has a son in this film, and it is rumored, because again I look up all the rumors because I don't know, I guess I hate myself or I just really want to know about this film. It was rumored that her son actually has a really violent death. I think something on like Reddit or something said it was in the shower, which pretty intense. And it would make sense with that shot given how upset she was. So maybe it could be that, or it's a threat that that Ghostface is going to kill him and she's trying to rush to him. It's a lot of elements. There's a lot to unpack here. Again, they put this trailer so well. You're kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen. I just want to know at this point what's going to go down. I have to wait 3 months, so I'm going to have to analyze this for 3 months. Next thing I want to talk about is that I do think what they're playing up in this trailer is, I do think Dewey might get the axe. I think it's between Dewey or Gale. Because here's the thing. There were reports that allegedly Courtney Cox wanted Gale to die in the fourth film, which is kind of crazy, but I also see it. Spoiler if you haven't seen it. If you're watching this trailer breakdown without seeing the films, it's kind of on you. Watch the films. They're not on HBO Max now, but hopefully they'll be somewhere before the film comes out so you can see them. Yeah, Gale wanted to die in the fourth film. It was reported. I don't know if that's true or not, but allegedly Wes Craven couldn't part with the character, so he decided against it. And I agree with Wes. I think it would have been too soon for Gale. So, based on how the trailer is cut, it feels like it's Dewey or Gale, and I'm leaning more towards Dewey because there's a shot where Gale is screaming towards the distance. So I have this feeling that it is Dewey. I think Dewey's getting the axe. There has to be one main character that is in danger of getting the axe, and I think it's Dewey. It's not going to be Sidney. I don't think it's going to be Sidney. It's like killing off Laurie Strode. That's impossible. He's not a deputy, but you could technically hand off his role to Hicks. There is a possible setup for that, in my opinion. I'd be okay with it. Not gonna lie. It's not that I don't like Dewey. I do like Dewey's character. I feel if out of the original trio, one of them has to go. I don't think it's gonna be Sidney. I do not want to part with Sidney either. That'd be a big mistake if you kill off Sidney. So I don't want Gale to be killed off either. I didn't want her to be killed off in the fourth film when I read that rumor. So I don't think it's her time either. Dewey just makes sense in my eyes, you know? Out of the three, it would make sense if it was Dewey. One of them might get the axe. We'll see. The trailer made it pretty clear that the stakes are raised heavily. So we're going to see what happens. What I like about this trailer is I have no idea who the killer is. It could literally be anyone, which is great. And it has the tagline, "It's always someone you know," which, great job to the marketing team. Great job. It has me thinking it could be, I'm literally making theories as I go along of who it could be. You know, for a minute I'm like, if you're going to bring someone back, you know, Stu in the first film could have survived his death. I always had this weird suspicion about Patrick Dempsey in the third film. Like, there are so many options, except maybe Jenna Ortega. I don't think she's the killer. I think she's killed maybe first. There's so many options. There really are, and that's great. I enjoy that in a slasher film. I like when I literally have to do a process of elimination to figure out who it could be. I like that in a Scream film, you just are going along to find out the whodunit. Like, they're going for a darker Scream film. I think it's going to ditch that meta aspect and give us just a dark slasher film. Hence why it's a reboot and not a direct copy of Wes Craven's work. You know, the directors who are from Ready or Not, which love that film. So perfect choice. They said they want to make a tribute to Wes, not copy his work. And I trust them. I think they're going to do a really good job in that aspect. I would like to see a new version of the Horror Rules. That's it. That's all I want. There's so much to criticize with horror films nowadays. You have so many A24 films now to use for reference, for example. So, maybe. Fingers crossed. Maybe we get new Horror Rules. We're getting a new Sidney Prescott. She's going Laurie Strode from 2018. It's amazing to see. I mean, her first line is Dewey asking her, "Do you have a gun?" And she's like, "I'm Sidney Prescott. Of course I have a gun." Like, yes. If you notice in the trailer, she has a wedding ring. Which ring is it? Yeah, she has a wedding ring. She has a wedding ring on her finger, or just a random ring, but I'm here going, is she married? Does she have kids? What is going on? Either way, good for her. I do think she's married, or divorced and is a single mother. I do think she has kids. And if she does have kids, if the reboot rules say that now kids are eligible to be attacked by the killer, that is going to raise the stakes even more. Which is why I kind of want this film to be darker instead of meta. It would make more sense to me. And I get it, in the trailer, people were expecting the Scream style of humor, lighting, a lot of things, but it's the director's style. We are getting a different movie. It's like when Halloween, you're not going to get a direct copy of John Carpenter's work. No, you're going to get this new guy's work. We're getting a cutthroat Ghostface. This is the most serious he's been. He's not tripping in the trailer. He didn't fall. It's a good thing. He's always falling in these films. I don't think they're going to have him fall in this one. I think he's just going to be cutthroat, serious, no holds barred. He's just going to go for it. That being said, I think the kills are going to be really bloody. Like, slasher films have raised the bar recently when it comes to gore and kills and how they're done. So for Scream to be like on that level, I think they have to. For them to raise the stakes of the slasher film reboot the way it is now, they have to up the gore. They definitely have to bring it in that regard, because I don't think a simple stab works anymore. I think they gotta go a little bit bigger with Ghostface. That's why I think he's gonna be cutthroat. We're gonna get just a new version of the character, and again, it's from the guys who brought you Ready or Not. That movie was extremely gory, and I loved it. So if they do something like that, it's over for them. I'm going to have a really good time. So one of the other things I wanted to mention, they show Stu's house from the first film in the trailer. And you see Sidney standing at the doorstep, and I was like, they're not going to go here. They're not going to go here. That's going to be intense. Because that also played into my theory that Stu's alive, or a relative of Stu is alive, and they're like orchestrating all these puppets, like a puppeteer. And I want to see that so bad. I loved Matthew Lillard in the first film. It would be so cool if he shows up and is like, surprise, I'm not dead. The TV didn't kill me 25 years ago. 26, 25, 26. For him to be like, surprise, the TV didn't kill me 26 years ago, and I have been orchestrating all of these murders this entire time. That would be cool to see. That's one of my theories. I really would like to see that, if not in this film, another film. Because I'm pretty sure if this one does well, there's going to be another one. Because why not? Another scene I loved of the trailer was towards the end. You get to hear Ghostface say, "Hello, Sydney. It's an honor." Chills, literal chills ran down my body. I loved it. It is exactly how you should have ended that trailer. You get to see the interaction. You know it's going to go down. That's the scene where it's going to happen at Stu's house. Because you can't convince me that's not Stu's house. You can't. It looks too much like it. They're in Woodsboro. It's the perfect opportunity. I just loved it. That was so good. I love that. I really want to see more of that. That's probably going to be in the last showdown. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's going to be so good. Overall, I love this trailer. I thought it was really good. It gave me everything I wanted, and it gave me exactly what I was expecting. It raises the stakes of the Scream film. It raises the stakes of a slasher film. So I'm excited for that. I want to see what happens. Very curious how it will look. And again, I have high expectations for this film. So I can't be let down. I don't think I can start the year off with a bad film. So yes, those are my thoughts on the Scream trailers. The first trailer. I don't think they need any more trailers. They could just leave it right there. I don't need a second or final trailer. Don't give me too much. I know what I'm getting. I'm signed up. You know, you sold me on the movie. I already bought my ticket in my head. Let's just leave it there. And so, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for listening to my thoughts on the Scream trailer. As you can tell, as a huge fan, I'm sold. It gave me everything I wanted. Almost a little too much, but I'm sold either way. You know, in my head, I've bought my ticket already. I cannot wait for January 13th, when it's here in Puerto Rico, to go to the theater. The first Scream film I'll be able to see in a theater. I am so excited. So if you like this video, you can hit the like button. If you have any conspiracy theories on what you think is going to happen, if you like the trailer and you just want to talk about how much you like the trailer, leave a comment down below. Remember, it's always for the agenda. Bye!